Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is episode 2 of our white rim adventure on our ultimate Highboy build. We're about halfway. We're going to finish it out today in this episode. We're cutting it close on fuel and cutting it close on daylight, so we'll see if we make it. But thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoy this episode. So next up we have Murphy's Hogback. This is kind of the hardest part of the whole road, and I just put her in four-wheel drive for the first time because I don't really want to be spinning out. Here, I'll show you. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna see if we can make it up it. It's pretty steep, a lot of loose dirt. I don't know if I'd call it sand, it's more dirt, and some rock ledges to climb, but we didn't have any trouble, just climbed right up it. coming up on about 3/4 of the way through here, and I've been having several people ask me questions about the truck and how it's doing and everything. I've been posting on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Cubic Motorsports on Instagram, and I figured I'd answer some questions here if any of you guys had the same questions. I've had someone ask about the EFI and how the EFI is handling this higher elevation up here. I haven't noticed any difference. It starts right up in the mornings, and haven't had any drivability issues or anything like that. The only thing is it's using a lot of fuel, but I think that's more characteristics of our large engine and our driving conditions that we're in. So, you know, that's just kind of something you got to live with. Also, the transmission controller, how that's doing here on this off-roading. So far it's been doing pretty good. The only complaint I would have with it, which would be a tuning related issue, not necessarily bad on the controller itself, but whenever I'm climbing some hills or something, and if I lift for a bump or something I need to slow down for, it'll usually upshift, because I'll be pulling pretty hard and then it'll upshift, and then you lose a lot of your power, and then it's got to downshift again, and then it jerks. So that's just something you can fine tune in your tuning if you wanted to. It's usually when I'm pulling a hill, I just pull it down into manual anyway, you know, go into third or second and pull the hill, so it's not doing any downshifting while I'm pulling the hill. As far as the ride quality on the truck, everything's been better than expected, I would say. It's riding pretty good. I was a little worried about having smaller tires and how that would negatively affect the ride quality of when you're off-roading, because I'm used to wheeling with big 40-inch tires. But we got these 750/16 VF Goodrich KM3s aired down. We got about 15 pounds in them, and that helps a lot. And especially since we have a lot of travel before we bump out anything, you know, we can hit a bump and it's not very harsh or anything. You might get thrown around the cab a little bit, but it's at least it's not a harsh bump. I guess I think the gearing is doing pretty good. 410s, we put 410s in this truck a little while ago, and I think that's spot on with what this truck needs for what it does. And yeah, I think that the engine's got plenty of torque. I kind of got a little racier cam in it than I probably would have picked out in hindsight, but it's still got plenty of torque. Even when you're in third gear or something, the transmission upshifts when you don't want it to, it'll still pull through, and you know, never had a power problem. In fact, I don't think we've gone above 2,500 RPM in this whole trip. So, you know, we're not even touching the power. So it's got plenty of torque down low that you can use, because when you're off-roading, you're not really using your upper RPM power. But thoughts on the road, I thought I'd give you thoughts on the road too. The road is kind of here or there. I'm take it or leave it. It's not challenging enough to be a big challenge where it's, you know, it's exciting that you did it, and it's just bumpy enough that it gets kind of old, and especially being 100 miles long. But I would much rather be doing it in this than a lot of the vehicles I have seen. There's some low clearance SUV crossover things I've seen on it, and that would be really slow going. So it's not that bad, but it's not like a big challenge where the cool aspect of it is the trail or the road itself. The thing this trail brings is the scenery and all of those things that go along with the national park and everything. It's just epic views out here everywhere you look. You just there's so many epic views, you get numb of them, and they're just everywhere. But I would think if you have a capable vehicle and you're in the area and you have time, I would probably recommend it to somebody, just because the views are so awesome. Kind of like going into Arches National Park. We did that last year. Your jaw is on the floor the whole time. But I think the trail was definitely worth it. I think you know, and doing one day. Well, we're not done yet, so I guess I can't say for sure, but I think doing it in one day is a lot better than doing it in two. It's something in this vehicle, if you have something that you're going a lot slower, I could see 2 days being a selling point for this trail, because then you're not rushing for time to try to get done or trying to finish it in the dark or something. But definitely something like this where you can keep up a good pace. I was kind of trying to average about 12 miles an hour, so not super fast, but I think averaging about 12 miles an hour. I think I was figuring on getting done in about 8 hours, so 8 or 9 hours with some stops here and there. But anyway, I just thought I would fill you in with my thoughts on everything so far. We're getting ready to drop into the Green River, and we'll drive on out of here. So. Well guys, that's it. We just exited Canyonlands National Park and the White Rim Road, so I think we just have pretty much a graded road from here on out. We did pretty good. It's about 3:45 in the afternoon, and sun went behind the clouds, so I'm glad that we're on the way out, because it's probably going to get dark pretty quick. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Hey, hit that like button if you like this, and be sure to subscribe if you like this kind of content. And as always, thanks for watching.